welcome. Okay, today we are doing another Logi Options Plus demo. Today it's going to be on our Alto keys that we've got here, and also maybe the lift, but we'll see. But yeah, let's get into it. Welcome. We are live on Amazon. I'm just gonna pull up the stream so I can see what we're looking at here. But oh, I forgot to send my hello message. Hello everyone. Okay, I sent my hello message, so let's get on into it. So today I'm going to be looking at the Alto keys. And this, like what you're looking at on the screen right now, this is called Logi Options Plus. And this is a way that you can really customize your work computers, your work mice. If you've ever seen maybe at the office or anything, people who have like little custom macros, they have little press a button and then some things happen and you're like, how are they doing this? I don't understand. So the way that you can customize these keyboards is through Logi Options Plus. So I've got the keyboard that I have in the carousel. I've got it right here. This is my Alto keys. I have it in the lilac color. If you ever want the lilac color, all you have to do is click on the listing below and then choose your color. But currently I have the white one featured, but I obviously have the lilac version. So yeah, let's get on into it. So the first thing, I want to do the tour because I feel like this is the cool part. This is the fun part. So when you first connect your keyboard, this is what you are gonna see. And so, actually, I'm gonna put my microphone down here today, so we'll do that. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna see here, of course, is like it says Meet Alto Keys 98M, and it's gonna give you like kind of a little tour on the keyboard, and it's gonna probably answer a lot of questions that you have. So today we're gonna go through that tour together. So let's go next. So again, these are the action buttons. If you see on the top right hand corner, you actually can customize your action button, and it gives you some recommended list of actions. So if you're unsure, if you're like, I have no idea like which one I want to do or anything like that, of course, there's some really good guidelines there. As you can see, so page down, you can have it do AI prompt builder. That one's pretty popular as well. Or you could make it like a keyboard shortcut. Anything, like literally you press out the key combination and that's what the key combination is. I'll leave it at page down. But yeah, this is just kind of like a little preview on some of the things that you can do with this action button. So there's 3 basically action key that you can work with. You can simplify your tasks. So they're all on the top right hand corner. I don't know if the actual, like, they're basically on this side. So you've got 3 to choose from basically, and each 3 here will give you the, like, you know, the same thing. It'll give you a ton of different customizations. So here it's just giving you like a ton of different like suggestions basically. So these are called our shortcuts, and they can do so many different things. You can, you know, create shortcuts. It's basically like a bunch of macros all grouped together to like give you multiple happening at the same time. This also has some really nice backlighting too, which I can show you. It's kind of hard to see because I've got so much lighting on me right now, but this keyboard actually features some really nice backlighting, so you can manually increase your backlighting, of course, if the natural light is insufficient, or if you just really like having that natural light look. And then there is a designated key that is on the top there directly for that purpose, which is right here. Got your little cute little key there. There's also a dictation and emoji button, probably the one that I use the most. So this one's actually like, it's kind of in the middle here if it's showing you. So basically it's like just over in the middle, but the dictation button is pretty cool because actually when you press it, it will start, it basically activates your microphone, and then it's listening, and then whatever you say will be auto typed into the chat box. So I'll just show you right here of that working. So I'll just press the hello. I am currently using the dictation button currently. Oops. Hello. Testing. Hello. I am currently using the dictation feature on the Logitech Alto keys keyboard. And then you press it again and then it stops listening. So as you can see, it's very easy to like activate. And again, for like those kind of, for those, if you maybe don't want to type or anything like that, this can be an easy way to alleviate that. Or I know some people just, if you're more of like thinking out loud type of person, like you're just more of a like, speak instead of having like typing all away, or even just a nice little change of pace, honestly, can make for a nice little thing there. So that is the dictation function. Next door to it is the emoji button. So you can see right here, there's actually a little emoji button, and this is probably my most used. So my most used shortcuts for me are the emoji button and the screenshot button. Those are the ones I use the most, just with the nature of like, I don't know, like what I do, but maybe just who I am. Some people love emojis, some people like never use them. So whatever boat you fall in, this is it's the emoji button. It brings up the emoji keyboard, and it very easily, accessible to emojis. I know on your computer it's a lot harder to access emojis versus when you're on your phone and stuff. It's basically like always there, so it's a lot easier to use on your phone. But when you have it on your computer, it makes it really fun, and then I can like still basically type exactly how I would type on my phone, but just have it on my computer instead. So we've got that one. All right, let's go next. Let's go to the next one. And so basically the rest of them, you can customize all of these. These are basically just, for example, your default keys. But again, you really can make them your own and make them whatever you want. This also has easy switch. All right. Yes, it's been a while since I've done one of these little tours here. So I get to brush up on all of the things that you can do with this keyboard, but it also has easy switch. And so this is basically a keyboard that you can connect to 3 different devices: your phones, iPads, laptops, desktop computers, pretty much everything. And you can very, very easily switch between them. And all you have to do is press the top button, which is your easy switch buttons. So basically, you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you can go number 1, put to your home computer. Number 2 could be maybe your laptop if you've got a laptop on the side. And number 3 could be your phone, iPad, things like that. If you want to, for me, for example, I actually have my phone up here on the side because I'm using the Amazon Live app. So, if I ever want to type anything there, switch to number 3 and I can easily type on my phone. But of course, this also is a great opportunity for sharing, multi-family, multiple children households, things like that. Each person can have their own device, have 1, 2, 3, and it's very easily, able to share that keyboard that way too. So I think that that's like a very smart way to, and it reminds me of when I was growing up, we'd have like a computer room. I don't think those really exist anymore, but it kind of reminds me of that. Like everybody has their own little setting, their own profile on the keyboard. I think that's really cute. Okay, let's go next. I think that might be the last part of this. So that's the last part of the tour of this. But again, it basically just brings you to your main thing right here, and this is of course where you'll spend most of your time. Again, you can even adjust the backlighting. Oh, that's cool. You can turn the backlighting off completely. I know some people don't like to have the backlighting because it just by nature, it does drain the battery just a little faster than if you didn't have it. But of course, it is so nice to have, especially if you work in like a darker environment or things. I think it's very helpful. But you can again really customize the backlighting duration. You can go from 30 seconds all the way down to 5-second in increments. So you can go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 seconds. So basically you've got kind of those 5-second increments there. And so of course this is the duration of the backlighting, like when it's activated. It's basically how long it will be on. You can have it all the way up to 30 minutes. And again, it does let you know that this duration, can affect the battery life, but oh, that's cool. It says it basically changes depending on, so up to 5 minutes of backlighting, it says this duration optimizes power consumption, and then anything over 5 minutes, it says it will use a moderate amount of battery life. Okay. So it lets you know at least the setting you choose. So I'll keep mine. I think I'll keep mine at about a minute because I feel like that's good for me. I do, of course, have quite a, I've got a lot since I am like in a streaming studio. This isn't your typical office. Like most people don't have lights shining on them when they're working. But for me, I do. So I always have. I never really, use a ton of backlighting right now. And then there's also the brightness as well. You can even adjust the brightness of that. So you can do level 0. Of course, that's nothing. Level 1, 2, 3, and I think that's just like how bright it gets, which is pretty cool. And there is a battery saving mode here. This will automatically turn off your backlighting when the battery level drops below 10%. That's pretty cool. Easy switch, again, this is how it will you can choose between your different computers here. Again, in the keys here, this is kind of what we went over with on the tour. and there's lots of different actions, of course. But I kind of want to go into the lift as well, because I want to have time to do the lift here, because this is actually my very favorite mouse. And I wanted to have some time because I wanted to show you. So working with Logitech, I have had the really great opportunity to try out all different products, all of their different, offerings and things like that. But this mouse, if you ask people who work with Logitech what their favorite, everybody's is different. You'll truly get like such a wide variety of favorite products, and some people will even go into the gaming side. There's truly so many different products that you could choose from. But my favorite mouse, I would just say this is currently my favorite mouse, is the Lift. And this one is a bit of an interesting looking mouse. It's got kind of that vertical hand positioning. And I think this is, the reason why I really like it is it's so comfortable. Like I didn't even know that that these types of mice existed. And maybe this is the first time that you're learning about vertical mice and ergonomic mice. It's getting more popular, but of course it's definitely not like a mainstream thing by any means. So, maybe this could be the first opportunity that you've been introduced to a ergonomic vertical mouse. So let's get on into it. This is kind of a little tour again when you are first plugging in, first getting your mouse together to your keyboard. This is of course what you're going to see. And so this is a vertical mouse. This is like you put your hand on it like this. Basically, it almost is like a bit of a like handshake position, because the way that our hands turn actually and twist to hold on to a standard mouse, it actually isn't the way that we naturally sit. So this mouse is designed to help people work very comfortably and feel better at the end of a long day at your desk. So it's meant to fit your hands instead of you fitting your hands to the mouse, basically. It lifts your wrist up to a more natural position and keeps you relaxed throughout your day so you can focus on what really matters. And again, I feel like as we have a culture of like staying at our desks a bit longer than maybe before, I think we always, tend to forget about the, taking care of yourself and implementing those very like nice, healthy, safe, sustainable ways that you can do so, because of course it's important, it's people's livelihood. So of course we just want to make products that make you feel comfortable. So let's get into it. What is this tour? I haven't done this tour in so long just because this one is my favorite mouse, so I've been using it for so long, so I just don't really go on to this tour very long. Okay, so number one, you can set your pointer speed. I have mine set at 50. I actually would like to go a bit higher. I just set up this computer. I moved it over quite recently, so I think a lot of my settings have reset to like the default one. But so again, you can adjust your pointer speed. It's just a percentage system. We're not going down to the DPIs like how gaming keyboards are or gaming mice are. 100, very, very fast. You would rarely have to move. So the higher the number, the higher the percentage, the less you're going to have to move your hand. So the lower, if I have it at 20, I do have to move my hand around a little bit to get that cursor to move across the computer screen. And then when I have it a little bit more on the higher side, you have to move your hand way less. So I'll keep it we'll keep it at 58. Hey, Hello. We're pretty good. Yeah, we're pretty good. Can't complain. Actually, sorry. Actually, I can. It's May long weekend and it's snowing. Can you believe it's snowing where I am? So I will say that was pretty unfortunate. Can you believe snowing in May? Man, but you know, it happens a lot actually. It happens almost every May long weekend. It's snowing. Okay, but yeah, you can set your pointer speed there. I think I'll probably keep mine at 60%. So I feel like that's good. Maybe a little bit higher. Oops. Clicked off by accident. Oh, right. And our next kind of shopping event almost, I guess, is Father's Day. I guess it is Father's Day. I should do some theme streams for that. I know snowing in May is pretty crazy. Again, you can adjust your pointer speed there to be whatever you like, and then you can customize your smart wheel, and that's on the top, and then your DPI switch, which is on the bottom, and you can kind of switch between two. I'm actually gonna, if you see, I'm gonna switch mine over to do like a little action because I don't want it to be a DPI switch, because I don't switch my DPI. I don't switch my cursor. So you can either scroll or fly through line by line. Canada. Definitely. Yeah, definitely not the Philippines. Although I think one time, like last year or 2 years ago, apparently it snowed in the northern Philippines, but very lightly, like basically nothing. That was crazy. There's also a really nice easy switch button, and that actually is on the back right here. You can pair your mouse with 3 different devices. You can very easily switch between them. And of course, this is great for any sort of any device. You can use it with your PC, Mac, laptops, things like that. It's not like it's not really a phone. It's not a phone mouse, but pretty much everything else, PCs, Windows, Mac, Linux. It even works with Linux. I know we have a couple Linux users. One time I said that I don't think anybody watches me who watches me uses Linux computers. And then of course there's like one person that typed in the chat, they're like, I'm literally watching you on that right now. So it exists. Shout out to the Linux users. I think it's pretty cool. There's also some horizontal scrolling as well. So if you just pinch the top, like basically like kind of hold it like this, press this part, it feels like you're kind of like almost pinching this like bigger part here, and then you can actually scroll horizontally, which is nice for those like longer web pages, Excel spreadsheets, and things like that. And of course, you've got 2 like side buttons here, which I love. I like having it forwards and backwards for browsing web pages. That's my favorite. Volume up and volume down is also really popular as well. Or you can make it do copy and paste, which also I think is very popular too. But I'm going to leave mine at forward and backwards. Oh, interesting. Or you do undo, depends what you're using it for. If you do a lot of editing, copy and paste would definitely be super handy. But for me at the moment, forward and backward, I feel like I do a lot more scrolling the internet and more like web browsing to make forward and backward a bit more relevant than copy and paste. So we're going to do that. You can also, of course, customize the forward button. And again, they give you it's a nice little recommendation of different things you can do. Paste, volume up, redo. So there's redo and undo, or copy and paste. And then there's also some app-specific customizations. This is, a little more, getting a little bit more into it. If you've ever spent a lot of time customizing things, you'll notice it's just like there's so many things. I feel like I'm just kind of like hitting the main points here, but again, it does actually it gets pretty yeah, customizable here. Oops. Creating the custom settings. I think it's gonna go through like my computer and be like, you have this downloaded, do you want to add this? So if you have any sort of like niche app and you're like, there's no way they'd have stuff for it, they might. If there's someone else that has it and they're asking the developers, being like, please give us some. It's currently, but yeah, right now it's searching my computer for all the little apps, but oh, fun. But yeah, that is the lift there. And again, my favorite, this is my favorite. If you want a recommendation from me, this is my favorite mouse currently. So I really, really love using it. And I feel like this one does, oops, oh my gosh, my phone died. I gotta plug it in. Oh, I gotta plug it in. Wait. Surely I have, because now I can't switch products. But we're still live. Okay. I'll go do a little searching. Surely I have a cord down here that I could use. Okay, we'll do this one. That's funny. But yeah. I think it's May. Spring is here. Spring is here. We were actually just talking about how it's snowing where I am, which is like so not spring behavior. How it's like the opposite. It's like the opposite of springtime. But so I'll plug it in this way. Wait. There's no way I don't have a single charger. I'll probably have to go upstairs, but yeah. But it's literally snowing. But it's President's Day on Monday, isn't it? I think it's May long weekend. But where I'm from, it like always snows May long weekend. So Memorial Day, right? Is it Memorial Day or President's Day? Is that what? Because I know, like, honestly, Canada and the US, they have like such similar schedules. So whenever it's like the same day off, but it's for a different reason. Okay, I'm gonna go find what BRB. I thought this weekend was a long weekend for everybody, but maybe it's offset. Oh, May 25th. That must be next. That's next weekend. Okay. Got my phone plugged in. I can switch the carousel, I think. And also, I was like, oh, I have no way to end my stream when I want because I'm like, my phone's dead. But yeah, so let's go back to the lift here. And if you can see in the top right corner, these are like all of the little profiles. And I'm curious. Oh, they do have a Canva one. I wanted to see. This must be new. Okay, so, and if you're ever like, oh, I use this one app and you're like, I don't know if they'll have something for it, they might, because they have one for Canva, and I've always wanted to have one for Canva. And so, like, there's a bunch of different ones for Canva, because I use, like, personally, I use Canva a little bit more than Photoshop, honestly. It's just easier. But also Logi Options Plus, it shows you all your different keyboards here. You can very easily add your devices. Let's see. We have the marketplace. Where's my marketplace? I don't know. But yeah, there we go. Easy switch, flow. Again, you can even have all these different like settings for Photoshop. Again, you can adjust your brush size. I feel like that's super, super handy for doing stuff like that as well. Oops. So you can adjust your brush size, brush opacity, Photoshop in, all that fun stuff. And so for me, as you can see here, like I prefer, instead of having it be like adjusting your pointer speed, because truly I really don't like changing my pointer speed very often. So like for me, it's actually a bit more handy if I have it do something else, like a keyboard shortcut. So personally for me, I'd rather have this middle one do a keyboard shortcut or something like that, or even have it do like print screen, open a file. Like again, there's so many different things. Task view, switch application, spotlight effects. There's really so many. But yeah, I think that'll do it for my Logi Options Plus demo for today. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you in the next one, everyone. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. And also next week I gotta decorate my background, and we'll have some fun streams here. All right, bye everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.